There are different people from different offices and of different professional calling. Yet they all have one thing in common. They are captains of the Nigerian business and economy community. EOM Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
Good morning and thanks very much for joining us. Our focus for today will be on Millward Brown, experts in the branding and communication research industry in Nigeria and across the globe. And our special guest will be the beautiful and intelligent Managing Director and Chief Executive, Ugo Gary Roberts. My name is Vivian Uzochukwu. Let's take a brief commercial break and thereafter the program continues.
Just 2 weeks ago, we celebrated our 40th birthday in branding and communication research. And across Africa, we operate in South Africa, East Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, of course. And we've opened more offices in the Middle East region. We also have an office in Egypt. And then I think Dubai is the newest entrant, and we're still counting. We started a full and physical operation in Nigeria in 2012, but knowing Millward Brown as a global research agency, we actually set up physically at the instance of several of our global clients who wanted to also benefit from the excellence and expertise of the research that Millward Brown offers in other regions, other countries. So coming fully into the Nigerian industry, in terms of operation, I would say so far so good. We've done well because we actually have a lot to lean on as a global agency. We have several work at our fingertip that we can just always take learnings from. So it's not that we're just sitting in our small world and doing our own thing. So we don't have to reinvent the wheel, so that is an advantage for us. It's not everything that we have to start from scratch, because if it's been done somewhere else, we could just take learnings, local relevance. So on that aspect, I would say we have a great advantage there. In terms of mission, I would say that like other Millward Brown offices elsewhere, Our main mission is actually to deliver excellence, expertise, as it relates to branding and communication research. And we want the companies in Nigeria to also enjoy what their counterparts are enjoying elsewhere. And most importantly, Millward Brown is actually so passionate about growing brands. We create meaningful brands. That's what we do at Millward Brown. So that's what we have come to do for our clients, because we do understand that if our clients grow, if their brands grow, we will also grow. And in terms of vision, it's all about faster, cheaper, better. We want to deliver efficiency, but we also want to deliver return on investment. As a branding and communication expert, our bread and butter, like we always say, is what we call the link. And I'll just tell you a little bit about the link. It's actually an advertising tool, not to critique advertising. It's actually a partner to advertising, optimizing and making sure that we get return on investment while delivering impactful adverts. That's the link. And the second thing we do is what we call brand dynamics. It's actually a tracking tool, and most times, for clients to grow, for them to maintain relevance, you don't expect them to just sit without knowing the relationship that they have with their customers, or the relationship that their consumers have with their brands. So we at Millward Brown, we actually help the client to put like a pulse, a finger always at the center of what makes them be. We deliver the relationship between their consumers and themselves to them, so that they will know where they are at every point in time, when there's a need for improvement, whether they are still competing well, or when they need to move or change or improve, as the case may be. So those are basically what Millward Brown is built on. In Millward Brown, we have tools, but that's not what stands us out. These tools that we have are not just your usual kind of tools that come rain, come water, you flash out these tools. These tools are constantly validated. We use empirical findings, client work, to validate our tool and make it constantly relevant. We're constantly improving in Millward Brown. And another thing is that at Millward Brown, it's not all about data. We don't want to, swamp our client with data, because that will be like not returning value for what they have paid us for. We give them insight that works, insight that stands them out, insights that will let them win in this marketplace where they operate. As a research practitioner for the last 18 to 20 years, one good thing I can tell you is that research has come to stay. Research is growing, but I will tell you that the land is green, it's still very green. So research is growing. The appreciation for research in Nigeria is actually growing. It's not like 10 years ago, where it was like a master-servant relationship. But now it's all about partnership, because many businesses have come to realize that market research is actually core to their growth. So research is growing. I would say kudos to APCON. In a very short time, APCON has achieved a lot, beginning with the vetting of adverts, making sure that the adverts that are being churned out are up to spec. Also letting consumers have return on their investment, so they are not just groping in the dark, making the choices available for them. And we know that APCON as a regulatory body, we know about examinations that they are also using to upgrade the personnel, members of APCON, all tied together, to give all the stakeholders, the clients, the viewers, whoever is among the stakeholder, return on their investment. So I would say that APCON has done so well. As part of a global network, you know, we are global. It means that there are practices that run across. And then we service over 90% of the world's leading brands who also have their own global best practices, so we align. We are not just, you know, this fish operating in this small river. We are also operating in the ocean, so we have global best practices. We are members of ESOMA, the guiding body of research, European research. We are members of NIMRA, the guiding body for the Nigerian research. We are members of the UK marketing research body, which, you know, guide all these bodies, guide the way that research should be done. And when it comes to ethical practices, like my colleagues will say, we are heavily SOX, you know. We are also, as members of a larger body, Millward Brown is global. We are also members of WPP. WPP is a member of the UK Anti-Bribery Act. So we have all this that govern us. Everything we do here, we do with the law, the Nigerian law guiding. We don't skip anything. We don't cut corners because it's a global company. And we know that as members of the UK Anti-Bribery Act, that everything we do should be transparent. So it's working for us. It's working for the clients that we work for.
That's good.
Well, this is not to blow Millward Brown's trumpet. I've actually worked for 2 other global research agencies. But one thing my colleagues and I found out when we joined Millward Brown was the training. The training was, it was taken to another level. In other places where I've worked, you tend to have the senior personnel doing most of the traveling. But here at Millward Brown, the training is not based on I like your face, I don't like your face. At every level, they have their own training that is suited to that level, that is relevant to their level. And so at the beginning of the year, you know, we have the roster, we have the trainings. These are open things. These are open things that we look at, and then we say, for your level, these are the trainings that you'll be involved in. So it is something very continuous. It is something very open, and I can beat my chest and tell you that I believe that Millward Brown, when it comes to training, I believe that Millward Brown is #1. We would like to create or grow with a Nigerian brand that will become one of the top 100 brands in the globe. I think Link has come to stay, because like I told you, Link is an optimization tool. We have come to partner with the advertising agencies, we have come to partner with the client, all to see that the ads that are being churned out deliver on the message that they were, it was set out to communicate, deliver return on investment, and then at the same time that consumers get the message that they're supposed to get and enjoy this advert. So what I see happening in the very near future is that every advert that will be coming out from this country will be link tested for optimization, so that we cut down on all the waste. In line with where the world is moving to, Millward Brown has also gone very digital. And what digital does, we haven't gone digital just for going digital sake. We've gone digital because we want to deliver it faster, better, and cheaper. And we know that digital is the way. So digital is one of the ways that Millward Brown is really working at, in conjunction with our Marketing Science Center, to bring out tools, to bring out methodologies that we can use to deliver to clients better, more efficiently, and more cost effective. So digital is one of the ways that, or one of the areas that we're looking at. And I did tell you about our brand dynamics, which we use to track brand health. Last year, it was actually upgraded in line with what we have been doing with the clients. So we have the new brand dynamics that it's getting closer at the heart of consumers. So constantly our tools are being upgraded. Over 90% of the world's leading brand. In Nigeria, for example, most of the multinationals, the Unilevers of this world, the Nestle, the Diageo, that's Guinness, the Cadbury's of this world, P&G, and the list goes on. We work with all the communication industry, firms. We work with the financials. The list is actually it's long, but we work with most of the multinationals. But we are not stopping there, because that's where Millward Brown is also different. Because we want to stay relevant, we don't just want to come in and service the same multinationals that the other countries are servicing. Because we do realize that even the multinational brands, they started someday. So we at Millward Brown Nigeria, one of our dreams is to bring the SMEs on board, to make them begin to appreciate research and not just to be seeing the upfront cost as a barrier. Because we do know that these SMEs, they need research, to actually get in line and be close to their consumers. For international, yes, from time to time you will see our signature change, especially when we have these awards from various places. We have won award for best practices. We have won awards for helping clients grow their brands. We have won awards for most relevant tools. I told you our tools are live. In Nigeria, I'm sure we will follow suit. It won't be different from any of our other counterparts in other countries. If anything, I'm sure the Nigerian office will become the most profitable in our region, which is AMAP, in the very near future. We give back heavily. I told you we celebrated our 40th birthday some 2 weeks ago. So what happened in other countries, like we always do annually, every year, finance will earmark a budget running across various countries. We have built several homes for the homeless. We've built schools. I remember when I first joined Millward Brown, and we had to go on this training, I think somewhere in Cambodia. And I remember there was the last 2 days was on CSR. And some of us, when we looked at what the CSR was about, it was actually about reconstructing one primary school. And we were thinking that we were females, that we were going to be let off the hook, but it didn't happen. We all went. Some of them took to the building, some of us took to painting. We actually in 2 days, built some block of classrooms up to, a significant level. Now back to our 40th birthday. Nigeria is just 1 year old. That's Millward Brown Nigeria. So what we did, we actually went to some motherless babies' homes where we delivered food items, clothing items, and the likes. Our office in Ghana, they built more homes, just like our office in East Africa. Come next year, I'm sure we will get into the building. But last 2 weeks, we were in motherless babies' homes, several of them. So CSR is a very important part of Millward Brown. I've been in this industry, that's in the marketing research industry, for the past 18 years. And I'm very stable. So I call myself stable because in the 18 years, I've actually worked for just 3 organizations, Millward Brown being my 3rd. So I've been in this industry for about 18 years, and I'm actually a qualitative research expert. That's where I have my expertise, but I do quantitative But when you talk qualitative research in Nigeria, I'm sure by the time you call the first 3 names, my name will be among. So I've seen this industry grow, and I'm very passionate about clients' deliverable, because even before joining Millward Brown, I like to see the client I'm working for grow. When they grow, I think that I'm growing. So for me, research is not a means of livelihood, like people will say. It's gone beyond that. Very passionate. I want to see the clients, that I'm involved with. I want to see them get to the top. And then I also want to see the global best practices come to Nigeria, especially when it comes to the data gathering aspect of research. So that is me. There are those people that they call the triangle. I'm one of them. So mine is the office, home, and church. I'm heavily into the propagation of the gospel. That's where I spend the time that is not at work.
So in Nigeria, it's very untapped.
When we tell you we're going to deliver to you in 12 months.
Could be better, but it's a lot better than 10, 15 years ago.
Draft FCB is the second largest global agency in Africa.
If you are in a good environment, it makes you to think well.
You know that Nigeria are lack of maintenance cost.
There is still much to be done considering the housing deficit in Nigeria.
Style Next. Experience it and love it.
And that was Millward Brown, Ugo Gary Roberts, the Managing Director. Experts in the branding and communications research industry in Nigeria and across the globe. They have indeed come to stay. And that's about it from us here. Once again, I remain Vivian Uzochukwu. Remember to keep it with us, same time, same station, for another wonderful edition. Till then, bye and God bless.